Chapter 11. The Tale of a Tainted Tenor. Money Talks. You may think that an old little $10 bill would know next to nothing about it. But remember, not only big bills but also small ones can say words of wisdom now and then. I'm an old $10 bill of 1901. To begin with, I arrived in a $500 package of crisp, new $10 bills to a bank in New York from Pennsylvania. I'm 6 years old now, and I must say that so far I've had a rather lively and gorgeous life. I've been lucky, always moving from one pocket to another. But once I got into the fat and bad-smelling purse of a butcher. That was bad. Then once I was tied up in a greasy, filthy roll of bills in a pushcart peddler's pocket. He was a miser, trying to save every cent to buy a big store. However, one day he got into trouble with the police for parking his cart in the wrong place. He had to pay a fine, a $10 bill. That's how I escaped. The first time I heard about tainted money was when I went to a wealthy man called Old Jack. He was easygoing and fun-loving, but many people disliked him. They said his money was tainted. A $20 bill informed me that Jack wanted to donate $50,000 to a church, but it refused to accept his tainted money. So now he was planning to blow up that money on fun instead. That night, Jack sat in a restaurant and gave a treat to all those who wanted a treat. Friends jostled around him and even enemies buried the hatchet and came to him. At 1 o'clock, when the owner of the restaurant was about to close the front door, a woman slipped in. She had a pale and ragged skirt. Old Jack got up, took me, handed me to her and bowed.
"Madam,"
he said,
"I've heard my money is dirty. If you accept it, it is yours."
The woman took me with a trembling hand. "Sir," she said, "I counted thousands of these bills when they were just made. You see, I worked as a clerk in a mint. But a dishonest official who was my boss threw me out. He wanted me to do illegal things, and I didn't. So I lost my job. Sir, this money that you say is tainted got tainted long before it reached you. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you." The woman took me hurriedly to a bakery. She used me to buy bread rolls and lots of cakes and got back 2 $1 bills. I met one of the $1 bills after a week.
"Hello,"
I said.
E3500396669. Weren't you in the change for me in a bakery last Saturday night?
"Yep," said the $1 bill.
"How did you fare after that?"
I inquired.
"Well, the woman spent even 7051431 for milk and meat. She kept me for her rent for the dingy room where she lived with her ailing son. Oh, how her little son enjoyed the food! You $10 bills are so lucky. We $1 meet only the poorest of the poor, while you hobnob with the rich and the famous. I wish I could also be with you, tainted bills." "Don't talk like that,"
I admonished E3500396669.
"This talk about tarnished money makes me tired. The important thing is not where the money comes from, but how you use